so fetch.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Kaiya, and today we are finally diving into the band Wintersun. Today we're going to be listening to one of their songs called Sons of Winter and Stars. Going to be watching their live rehearsal at Sonic Pump Studios, and I'm pumped up. Sorry, so corny. Y'all have been wanting Wintersun for a long time, and here we are. Girl, they got some long songs, so you will be seeing Wintersun again, okay, I promise, but 14 minutes, it's a long song, so I'm super excited. I've heard a lot about Wintersun, and yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please feel free to do so. I post weekly videos documenting my metal journey as a brand new metalhead. If that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and subscribe. I also have a Discord, the Moshpit, you can join. There's an invite link in the description down below, as well as my PO box if you want to send something to be featured in a metal monthly unboxing video. There we go. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Wintersun. Ugh. Wow! Ugh. Okay, first impressions. Bubba, okay? I like this band already. I'm getting like Immortal and Epica. Like, I'm kind of getting some of that stuff. Also, yeah, just like super, it's like, yeah, like folk metal. I love the like, the choir sound, and the hits. The hits in this are really nice. It's kind of giving me a Monomarthy vibes as well. His vocals are really nice too. It's cool to like actually put a face to musicians also and singing them in this light, because I listen to a lot of just like straight audio, but it's cool to be able to put a face to a voice. Building it up. The backup vocals too are really nice in this. I love how I'm assuming there's like 2 or 3 other dudes that are like singing with him. I love how they're complimenting him on the word rise. I think that's the word that was just before this. And now they're like kind of layering with him as he's singing this other vocal part. They're singing something different, but it's much lower. It's nicely layered. Definitely very catchy, super catchy. It's reminding me a lot of like Amon Amarth in terms of like how kind of mainstream sound it is. Not in a bad way either. It's just, you can definitely tell when a lot of people like something and there's money flowing into a project, girl, okay? This is like, I like it. I feel like this would be nutty to watch live. Like, I know that they're like playing in a studio, so it's easier to achieve like all of those sounds in a studio, but I feel like it would be so nice to hear this live. I really like the vocalist. There's a lot of different things that they're doing instrumentally. They're layering a lot of different, I don't know. I'm obsessed with this choir sound, and it's reminding me of Immortal a little bit. Okay, let's continue. I'm sorry. Hold on. Spooner? You ever have your neighbor's dog who barks all the time and your dog doesn't, but when their dog barks, your dog just has to bark too? Spooner! Hush it! My neighbors have a Jack Russell Terrier. Side rant! My neighbors have a Jack Russell Terrier that barks all the frickin' time at any sort of 18-wheeler, truck, motorcycle, anything. Mailman that goes down the street, and therefore Spooner, Bloodhound, has to bay every single time he hears it. Oh, my God. Will you hush? I just want to know if they have a real keyboard that's layered in here or if it's like a pedal. I'm assuming it's a real keyboard that's here and it's just like a backing track for the studio thing. I mean, because like, why not? They would do that. But I wonder if live they have a just like, you know, studio or, you know, live musician that's on the keyboard, or if it's a pedal that's with like the guitar player or something like that, because this is a huge sound, and the choir, there's like 4 different key note things that they're doing. It's epica and immortal, kind of a monomarthy. It's so much. It's taking me on a journey. I really like the vocalist's cleans too. He's really got some good cleans, and the backup vocals, they're layered so nice, and it's not super like monotonous. There's a lot of different pockets. They're telling a story. It's definitely taking you on this like kind of almost like Viking-esque adventure sort of thing. I really like it. Okay, let's continue. Interesting. So I wonder if the guitarist hits a pedal for it to sound like that, because that sounds like an acoustic guitar, and obviously he's not playing an acoustic guitar. So I wonder if he's like doing that. So this is like we're in a different transition. We're going into like part 2 of this song, I'm assuming. Really nice high scream that he just did right before they built it up, and now we're in this like beautiful pocket with this acoustic guitar type sounding thing. I don't know what else to say other than I really love their sound. I'm really loving Wintersun right now. And the drummer is putting in some work, Bubba. Okay, he's sweating. Okay, let's continue. Also, sorry, one other thing. What's the guitar? I don't know if it's this dude or the other guitarist, but it's like blue, and it has, forgive me, it's like some sort of pearl lining, like Japanese symbol, or what is it? I don't know exactly what kind of guitar he's playing, but I really like it. So if you know, let me know.
I'm wondering now, where will you take me? From the horizon, the light comes alive. Into the mountains high, we set our way. Will we find our way in these long winter nights?
The drummer.
I see the land of fading sun and rising mountains, and I finally feel that I found my home. But oh, it feels so cold when my dreams wither in fragments of time, revealing that this land will die. Falling snow, so soft and cold, down, cast down, so weak, frozen away. dancing spirits calling me, join in the cosmic parade. The silence is tempting now.
So interesting. So pretty. I think they're repeating, I'm assuming this is a verse or something, or a bridge that the lead singer just sang. So I think they're now singing it under him while he's doing a different part of this bridge or whatever. Beautiful falsettos coming from some of these guys. You notice how he was like holding his earpiece. He was like trying to find his note, make sure he was like in tune. Beautiful, beautiful harmonies. Really, really talented guys. Let's continue.
We are the stars, so winter and stars. We've come from a far beyond time. Forever the fire burns in our hearts. Our world shall never die. With the arms of the wind we ride till dawn as the waves of the ocean cry so strong. We wander in the stars until we're gone. Our fate is sealed by eternal silence.
Yeah, make sure y'all get some freaking water after that. I mean, my lord. I'm exhausted just watching them. Oh, fantastic. Beautiful, fantastic, epic. I mean, what else is there really to say? Because y'all know me if you've been watching me for a long time. I love the epic sounding longer songs like this. Like Epica blew me away. Dimmu Borgir has grown on me a little bit. They're not as good as Epica, but sorry, that's the T for me. I'm getting Dimmu Borgir. I'm getting a little bit of Children of Bodom. I'm getting like Emperor Epica, a little bit of Moon Sorrow, sort of, and Amon Amarth. Getting a lot of different vibes. I'm really liking what they're putting down. This looks like a very fun but hard song to play and needed a lot of practice. His vocals too, there were certain high harmonies that the main vocalist did that kind of reminded me of King Diamond, but I mean, girl, nobody can do vocals like King Diamond, okay? King Diamond is in his own realm. Bless the king. But a little bit. I really enjoyed the big sound, epic journey of this track, kind of the two parts that went along with it, and the harmonies were so good. And I liked the usage of the keys, the choir. The drummer was putting in work. Solos were nice and clean. Just a beautiful, big sound overall. And I have a feeling that this would slap your face off if you saw it live. So this song has more ideas than other bands have on an album. I would agree with that. It's literally like a storybook. Masterpiece. You men are so underappreciated, it's problematic. Every day, hundreds of millions of songs are played in the ears of people, and 95% of those songs can't hold a candle to this. This piece is timeless and epic. I agree with you, Mr. Chris Elliott. I also think that normies just don't have, they have the potential, I used to be a normie. Who didn't understand metal. And then my life forever changed. So, we just have to, wake up and bless the normies and all the metal that they're missing. Some of these normies will die and never know Wintersun. So, I know. Save your tears for a rainy day, okay? Words can't describe how absolutely perfect this is. An approximation would be godlike, epic, beyond human, the apotheosis of music. Wintersun for eternity. Best band ever. Can't get enough. Oh, this band keeps me fighting against cancer. Oh, I've been a long time Nightwish fan, and when I kept on hearing about Wintersun, I decided to check them out. My mind is blown. This is the first song I've ever listened to from Wintersun, and now you have a new fan. Oh, that's cool. They were putting in some work into this freaking live recording. They really were. Oh my goodness. Okay, you want to get these lyrics? Let's go. Time I. Looks like it was just an EP, a 5-song EP in 2012. Land of Snow and Sorrow. That one was requested a lot. When Time Fades Away, Darkness and Frost and Time. What do you think about this EP? There's no notes. We are the sons of winter and stars. We've come from afar beyond time. Forever the fire burns in our hearts. Our world shall never die. In the arms of the wind we ride till dawn as the waves of the ocean grind so strong. We wander in the stars until we're gone. Our fate is sealed by eternal sun. Oh, poetic. They always are. It's quite the lyrics, though. Time I. Second full-length album by Finnish melodic death metal band? Full-length album, huh? It's only 5 songs. I mean, an EP is still considered an album. It was originally scheduled for release in November 2006, but ended up being marred by many delays. Wow, 6 years of delays, though? Quite the delays. I bet somebody was sick. Was somebody, like, dealing with something? As the commencement of recording, Jerry Mindpot, sorry, I'm probably butchering that name, stated that the album length would run over 65 minutes. Goodness. And that it would be a concept album. Furthermore, according to Jerry, the album's sound was to be highly intricate. Each song was said to contain about 200 tracks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I could hear it. I could absolutely believe it. I mean, there's so much freaking going on there, and you have to think about, like, all of the like, regular vocals, doubled vocals, backing vocals, and then harmonies on top of that. And then each drum, people don't think about this sometimes, but when you're recording a drum kit, like Bubba, you're getting at least 4 or 5 mics just for a drum kit. And if the size of that drummer's kit was huge, not to mention that you're going to want to probably have multiple different pedals and effects from, like, guitarists, and yeah, and then all the key sounds too. Oh my goodness, I can't even think about it. Album's complexity was one of the main reasons for its slow production process. As of April 2007, drums, bass, and all the guitars had been recorded. Kaiya stated on the official site that due to studio intervention, progress was being made, but also announced that they would not be giving any more release dates at the time so as not to disappoint fans if they were not met. Official site that due to studio intervention, progress was being made, but they were released to it was with Nuclear Blast. I wonder what the issue was. You let me know. Let me know what was, like, holding them back with this record. Because normally, I mean, this was a while ago. Like, I mean, music was so much different back in 2006, 2007. Way more different than it was now, you know? I mean, people were still record labels still wanted you to consistently, like, release records, like, every 2-3 years. But now, in today's world, it's kind of, you see a lot more artists releasing a ton of singles and then EPs or demos, or before they release, like, a full-length album. So you're kind of seeing that a lot more, where I feel like in 2007, Nuclear Blast, I feel like would have been more, they would have been a little bit more on it, I feel like, for them. But I don't know, maybe it was like they had to change labels or something like that. As a teaser for the upcoming album, Wintersun ended their Metal Camp 2008 set with a 15-second preview of Sons of Winter and Stars. In 2009, announced Wintersun would cancel all their live appearances, including Bloodstock Open Air and Summer Breeze, in order to make way for the slow progress of the album. Wow, so they were really having a hard time with this record. Band members announced on Wintersun's website that the album was close to being completed. This was in 2010. Message board that mixing had been put on hold until late summer due to various complications, ranging from a lack of 64-bit DAW plugins to noisy nearby construction. Oh, it sounds like this is kind of like one of those cursed albums where they're like, dude, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, gosh. It was nearly finished and would be released in the summer of 2012. So it sounds like they just had, like, really annoying issues. It doesn't sound like any of the band members were really dealing with illnesses, which can be a huge thing. Illnesses and, like, inner band conflict can be huge things that can, like, pause the production of a record. So it doesn't sound like it was that. It sounds like they just had such a huge sound and such a huge thing that they wanted to achieve that it was just going to take a lot of time, not to mention like you need to find the right studio that can handle all of them and all of the things that they want to do. Sounds like they were having like some certain lack of electronic issues, the 64-bit DAW plugins, and then the construction outside. Yeah, I can see it. Making an album's not easy, y'all. It is not easy. Oh, this is cool. 2004 interview, Jerry said he's exploring Japanese style melodies. They're beautiful and magical. You can probably hear some in the next album. The introduction track is confirmed to have Japanese influence. Interesting. All right. I mean, I'm really interested in that stuff. I don't know about y'all, but I love to hear about like how bands record their projects and stuff like that. It's just really interesting because recording an album is such a like, it's such an experience and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. And a lot of people don't understand how much goes into even just demoing songs before they can even go into a studio to record. So interesting that they had so much trouble. But yeah, let me know what you think about Wintersun. What do you think about this EP, Time I? What do you think about Sons of Winter and Stars, I think is what it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, tell me what you think about Sons of Winter and Stars. What do you think about Wintersun? Have you seen them live? And if you have, what is this song like live? Is it an experience? Because it sounds like it would be. And is it like just the I'm assuming it's like 4 or 5 dudes in Wintersun. Is it just them, or do they have like other backing stage members that are playing the keys, and do they have like a real choir or something like that in certain shows? I know it might not be every show, you know, but I know Epica sometimes will have like the grand thing, but then other times they'll have like a smaller setup. So let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, obviously feel free to do so. I really appreciate y'all spending time with me today and being so patient with me on these videos. It's just been kind of a crazy time, but the holidays are done and I'm back. Got my head to the ground, okay, busting out these videos. So we'll get more Wintersun on the channel, but sometimes these longer songs are just best when they're by themselves, okay? So anyway, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching, and take care, y'all. Bye.